Hi folks, and welcome back to Fishing with Den. Well, today's video was supposed to be about stick float fishing, but have you ever had a feeling that something's against you? Well, that's kind of the way it's worked out today. Watch the rest of the video and you'll see some of the issues I've been having, so gonna have to probably do the real video some other time, but just have a watch of what's been going on. Right, well, I've had the first run through and I'm going to replumb it just to show you, but I'm also having one or two issues with that shelf. As I say, it's pretty steep. If I just put this out, if I go literally 2 rod lengths out and put it in, it's way off the bottom. Bring it in a bit down to here, still off the bottom, and yeah, just at that point there, hopefully you can see that float. I'm just touching bottom there, and if I pull it in just a little bit further, you can see it's already a foot off. A bit further in, we're 2 feet further up, and at that point there, we're literally fishing 30 centimeters or a foot deep. So that's the sort of the ledge I've got today, and I've got to get this float to come around. It'll be off the bottom when I first put it out, it'll come around in the current, and then where the slope is, it'll just come around and touch the slope, and that's where I'm going to be fishing. May well have to change this float yet, because as I say, this wind is just getting up more and more all the time. But we'll see how we go for the moment. The good news is that the wind, which has got up quite a lot, is coming effectively upstream. Current's going that way, and that's a good thing for stick floats. If the wind was going downstream, it would be pulling the stick float out of the way. And even now, I probably am going to have to go to a heavier one, because it is starting to give me a little bit of movement on the float. Now, I am actually having some issues with control here. It's working, but it's not quite to my liking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the float in, and I'm going to go to a heavier 7 number for stick float, see if I can get a bit more control. Got my coat on. It's because I'm sitting in the shade and this wind is freezing. Even though it's sunny out the back, if I go and stand just behind me, I can get really warm, but just here, this is something else today. So excuse the coat. Oh, about time too. Just try and adjust my quick a little bit. Put some new line on last night and oops. Oh, a fish. I didn't think I was going to get a bite today. It was a bit cold overnight, and my mate's had 3 fish, 2 of which he's got in. One went 16 pounds, the other one was about close to 10, and he lost one, and I actually hadn't had a bite up till now. That's it, nice and easy. And straight in the net head first with a bit of luck. Yeah, got him. Ooh, right. Well, that'll do. Get me hook out and we'll see about weighing him. Okay, 0, and yeah, it's a 10 pounds 11 ounce, that's 9 pounds 8 ounces, about the average. Well folks, I don't know if you can see it out there, but that stick has just come down with the tide, and although there's probably 2 feet sticking out the top, it's about 10 feet deep there, so that thing's at least 10 or 12 feet long, and guess what? It's grounded in me swim. So if I catch a fish now, it'll be fun. However, these things are sent to try us, so we'll give it a go. Try a little bit closer just to try and avoid it. Ooh, yeah. I hope it's not got much sticking out down that way. We'll see. Got a bite? Yep, and we've got that thing in front of us. Look, he's going right for it. Oh no! Come on, out! Out, out, out! Whew, that was close. Whew. I don't want him to do that again. Another foot or two and we'd have been in trouble there. Luckily, I don't think this one's a massive fish. Head first, maybe. Yeah, we got him. Well, he's probably, I'm guessing, around about £6, which is probably just as well, considering the fact that if it'd been £16, like that one that my mate's got, it would have probably got straight into that tree down there. So why is it then that with all of this river to come down, that log comes down and parks itself right in my swim? And just when you thought nothing else could go wrong, the wind's changed direction. It's going that way now, which is causing me issues with controlling the float. It's a funny old thing, fishing, isn't it? You think to yourself, oh great, have a wonderful day, and you come down here and nothing goes right. But that's probably one of the things that keeps you coming. Power bank's on, but oh, there we go, recording now. All of my stuff today, I had to put my phone in the car to charge that. This one's dead, it's got a power bank on it. That one had to get recharged, that wasn't playing either. GoPro, stop recording. Stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Well, I thought I said it couldn't get any worse, but guess what? Now, in addition to the wind coming this way, we've got all this stuff going around and I can't get the float in now. So I'll put it in and get it in the right position, and then all this floating stuff comes along and stops me from doing anything with it. Then my landing net blew away. And at that point it went from bad to worse. And I have to admit, folks, I was going to just dump this whole video and just have done with and just do the whole thing again at another time. Having said that, I thought, well, I've just seen Bill Allen on Easy Fishing do a similar sort of video when things went wrong for him, and I thought, well, actually people probably do want to see what does go wrong when you're either just fishing or, in this case, fishing and filming. We do spend a lot of time making these videos and a lot of effort goes into it as well, but this was just one of those occasions, and I'm sure everyone's had similar sorts of occasions, but I just got to the point where it just went worse and worse and worse, with straw and all sorts coming down the river, and I just couldn't fish anymore. So I guess I probably wimped out of it a bit, but you know, sometimes you've got to cut your losses. And just to add insult to injury, at the end I managed to drop my thermos flask cup in the water, and because it's metal on the outside anyway, it sank. So now I've got to get a new thermos flask. Anyway, here it is. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the button. If you want to subscribe, you can do that too. And until the next time, bye for now.